Hey, Vinny.
Yeah, Cardiff?
Do you want to go subreddit surfing? I wanna go subreddit surfing. Grab your phone, let's go subreddit surfing. Cause I wanna go subreddit surfing with you. We talk to folks from different subreddits because sometimes we just don't get it. We explore all kinds of subreddits. Subscribe now or you will regret it. Do you wanna go subreddit surfing? I wanna go subreddit surfing. Grab your phone, let's go subreddit surfing. Cause I wanna go subreddit surfing with you. Vinny and Cardiff go subreddit surfing. Mondays at 8 we are subreddit surfing. 10 is too late for subreddit surfing. So be here now for subreddit surfing today.
Aloha, subreddit surfers. Welcome to another episode of Subreddit Surfing. I'm your host. My name is Vinny, and joining me as usual, it is my best spud. Look at this. Look at this guy. He's getting stuff done tonight. It's business, Cardiff, everybody.
I got business here today. Vinny, I want to start the show by saying how happy I am to see you, how great you look today,
Oh, okay.
how excited I am to do a show with you.
Wait a second. Is today April Fool's Day?
April Fools.
You rotten bastard potato. I sit here and compliment you and say, look at him, he's getting things done. He hasn't even changed his background. It says the March 9th show on there, and he's giving me shit. I'm the problem. Yeah, I'm the problem, potato.
Look, this is how much I'm getting stuff done. I'm already planning next year's live show, March 9th. Just to
Where's
make all
it gonna
the...
be?
Doesn't matter. Do it at Carl's basement.
Ladies and gentlemen, he hates watching mommy and daddy fight. It's Jimmy the Lip
Hi, Jimmy.
down below. He's joining us today.
Aloha.
Vinny.
Let's start off saying hello to some people who are in the chats. I'm not
Fuck
saying
them.
who. No way. Stop it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, they're big kahunas. Never mind. We like them.
Yeah. Aloha, Big Kahunas. Thank you
Aloha.
for joining us today. We are going to be joined by a special guest. And the subreddit we are going to surf today is dedicated to multi-level marketing.
Yes.
You may have heard of it. You may have known somebody who fell into the trap, and we're going to talk all about that in just a little bit. But before we do, we want to remind you that you can become a member of the channel if you'd like to. For example, Melissa Young, she's watching over on Cardiff's channel, and she just gifted 5 Cardiff Electric memberships. That's incredible.
Very nice. Thank you. Come on over here to subreddit surfing.
Yeah, folks, join the subreddit surfing channel. We truly appreciate that. Cardiff, have you
Vinny.
ever been to a multi-level marketing meeting?
No, next question.
Okay.
That's how they tell
Cardiff.
you to answer.
Cardiff,
Yes.
what multi-level marketing meeting were you dragged to?
Mind your own business, unless you want to invest.
Okay, I want to invest.
Then I've been to all of them. Come with me. Bring your credit card. Let's go. Yes,
oh
I
my
have.
God.
I have.
Really?
I've been to a few.
A few?
A few. Because sometimes you get them and you don't know you're going to one. Sometimes you think you're going to someone's house for a barbecue.
May I ask you a question?
You may.
After you had been to one, how many of them did you go to multiple times?
None.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Yeah, never. I don't even speak to those people anymore.
It's like multi-level marketing and timeshares. They have to trick people to get them in the doors. It's amazing.
Well, yeah, and I think the process is the same. It's all a giant sales pitch. Everything's a gigantic, humongous work. Right? Like it's all like so the one that I noticed, the one that I see, I know you have a list of the top 25 MLMs, but one that I've
Jimmy
experienced.
found it.
Don't give Jimmy credit. We give Jimmy
Come
credit
on.
already.
I never get credit.
But one of the ones on that list is Primerica.
Okay.
Have you ever run across Primerica before?
I have not.
Yeah, so they sell insurance, financial products of sorts, but they are definitely a multi-level marketing style organization, allegedly. I think I have to say that.
Why?
Well, so early on
Are
in
they on
Cardiff's
the
career-
list? Are they on this list?
They are on the list. They're on the
So
list.
then why are we saying allegedly? I mean, look at this shit.
Allegedly. They're allegedly on the alleged list. Yeah, there they are. Number 12.
Primerica, number 12. They're worth $1.52 billion.
And they
Okay, so
so they're selling insurance and financial products. But when I first, when your boy Cardiff was first stepping out into the workforce, he put his resume up on a little website called Indeed,
uh-oh.
or whatever it was back then. I don't know if it was Indeed or whatever it was back in the 70s when I was finishing school. Anyway,
We always forget how old you are.
I'm an ancient man, so I have a cane. I got so many calls and emails, and my resume was dog shit. Like I had barely high school diploma and a couple of years at college, dog shit. And I'm sending out my resume, like I'm just putting it up on Indeed or whatever. And the amount of people, and I was like thinking factory job, right? Like assembling furniture,
Right.
delivering something, basically I'd be driving a truck or moving fruit. Like those are the things I thought I was qualified to do.
Right.
And those are still the things I'm qualified to do. Nothing
You're
more.
not even qualified to move potatoes.
No, I'm not. But the amount of calls I got from people saying my resume looked perfect for a career in the financial industry. I'm like, are these people retarded? Why do these people think I would be great for the financial industry? And then I started
Because they think you're retarded.
Yes, that's what it is. Because I kept getting from this Primerica, John 4799632 at Primerica.com, Michael 496127 at Primerica.com, like all these different Primerica offices, I guess, in the area. They would just grab all the resumes and just call everybody because these people are desperate. I guess, looking for a job.
Now, what does Primerica sell?
So insurance and investments. So again, I was like, there's no way I would trust me with my money, let alone why should. But I actually did end up going to one of the meetings, and it was like going to Vinny. You've talked about going to the mega churches and watching the people faint. It was like that. That's exactly what it felt like. It had nothing to do.
That's not good.
Yeah, it had nothing.
You don't want
to
your
do.
stockbroker speaking in tongues into a microphone. Yeah,
No.
it's not great.
Like nothing. I was asking real questions about investments, and they wanted nothing to do with it. It was all about I got a trip to Jamaica. I got a trip to here. It had nothing to do with what they were selling allegedly.
So Apple stock, right? I should buy Apple stock. No. I went to my family and I went to Tahiti.
Sign up your neighbors. That's all that matters. Sign up your neighbors. Level up. Level up. So yeah, that was my and again, that was my biggest experience with one of these, but I loved it because I did go back and challenged one of the guys. I'm like,
to a fight. Will you step outside?
Let's go. Let's step outside. No, I'm just like, really, like how this is just a scam. It's just a pyramid scheme, right? And he goes, "Oh, we've got an answer for that. Come over here." And he brings me over to the guy that can answer the pyramid scheme question. And it's like, listen, Cardiff, think about a grocery store, right? You have the guys that stock the shelves. And then you have the supervisors who watch the guys who stock the shelves. And then you've got the managers that manage the supervisors. And then you've got the owners. Life is a pyramid scheme, man. Life is a pyramid scheme.
Get the fuck out. He said that to you?
Yes, that's like almost the exact speech he gave me.
Because supermarkets have levels of supervision.
Yes.
Life is a pyramid scheme.
Yes. Because I guess if you pushed him farther, he would take another business, right? Anything is teachers and principals and students. Like life's a pyramid scheme, right? You could turn it into anything. But it was quite the experience, quite the. And I worked in corporations that operate much in the same way, like where they have those meetings where they're just trying to hype everyone up, like you're at the football game. It's homecoming weekend. And we're going to win this one as a team, selling dog shit to children, whatever it is.
I remember when I want to say 19, I was home for the summer from school, and I put my resume out there as well online. I believe this was 2001-ish. So it was a relatively newer thing to me, putting the resume out there. And I got a call about a sales job with a company called Cutco Knives.
I'm familiar.
And so I'm not doughy 19-year-old, show up in a shirt and tie, ready for my job interview. Listen, I wouldn't buy a fucking pack of gum from 19-year-old me. I would have come knocking on your door selling you knives, sharp objects. Ridiculous. What I found interesting about that one is they were very concerned. They sat there, and the very first thing they did is they said, do you think that you could sell these? Because what we want you to do is do some practice sales. And the way we decide who we're going to hire is how the practice sales go. So we need you to call like 10 family members and friends that you can go do pitches for about these knives. Now, before we let you interview to go do these, before we can do anything, we're going to teach you exactly how to do this sale. We're not going to pay you to do it. Then we're going to take $100 cash from you as a deposit to give you sample knives so you could go out there and sell them to see if you could get a job with our awesome corporation. Unreal.
Yeah. See that, but I think there's a couple different, and from going through some of the posts and stuff, there's a couple different types of MLMs. That one's definitely MLM. They're just trying to get you to sell from them, and they take a piece, and everyone takes a piece. I mean, that is life. Everyone's taking a piece all the way up. But the ones that Cutco I've heard of before, but they're actually selling. It's almost like they're more trying to sell a product.
But so is Mary Kay. So is Avon. So are all of these places. I also ended up at an Amway meeting, Cardiff. I did that for the pussy, though.
Obviously. They sell pussies there?
No, there was just this girl who was really hot who was like, hey, do you want to go to this thing with me? I was like, yes. And
yes, and
yeah.
You're playing by the improv rules.
Yeah, and it was an Amway meeting, and it felt like church. It was very weird. They opened with a prayer. It's like, this is really weird. I didn't even know what to expect. I didn't know what I was going to. I just knew I was invited by this girl, and that was quite a nightmare. Let me take a second. Go ahead, Cardiff.
Yeah, I just wanted to put your list back up and kind of look at the top couple. So yeah, Amway, Avon, Herbalife, Vorwerk I've never heard of. Mary Kay.
Mary Kay's a German company? That's interesting.
A couple German companies up at the top. Infinitus, never heard of. Perfect, Quanjian.
Natura.
Tupperware's one you don't even really think of as a...
how many housewives were ruined by Tupperware and volume in the 70s. Oh my God. It took out a generation of moms. New Skin, Primerica, Cardiff's favorite. And like the rest of these Telecom Plus, are they still selling fucking long distance cards? What is that?
Probably, yeah. But that's the thing. Like that's what I was saying. Where some of them, like Mary Kay, like Cutco, they're actually. It seems like they're more focused on selling a product, where a lot of these other ones are more focused on selling franchises or licenses or whatever. Where they really. Dabbler's Anonymous. My wife and I own so many fucking Cutco knives from our kids' friends. Damn pyramid sales. But again, that's the thing.
It was all college kids. It was all young college kids that were too dumb to realize that all they're doing is bringing you in and making you go sell this to your friends and hoping you don't return the fucking knives so they could keep their $100. Dabbler's Anonymous. Were the knives any good? I need to know if the knives were any good.
I've actually heard they're good. Good knives, but that's the thing. They're pushing you to go out there and sell knives. They're not pushing you to go out there and sell other people to sell.
Don't you have to purchase the knives too?
That's
your demo knives.
Yeah.
You had to buy them. You had to give them like $100.
Yeah. So like I said, that seems like more like just high pressure sales. They just want to sell. That's one thing, but they're not trying to get you to go and buy Cutco business licenses or however the fuck they do this.
Oh man, thank God we got to hear from Huge Erection. He says, in all fairness, Cutco knives are good knives. Still have some from when my son sold them 20 years ago. All right.
You know who else thinks the knives are great?
Whom?
Our special guest.
Is it a man who is no stranger to this show? A guy who's been on this very program before, and we're excited to have him back?
Tukey?
Why would you be excited to see Tukey? I thought you hated Tukey.
I don't know. I can't keep the wars straight anymore. Love, hate. Where are we on the script? Somebody let me know where we are on the script.
It's Birch the Great, ladies and
Birch the
gentlemen.
Great.
Birch the Great.
Hello, everyone.
How are you tonight, sir? Welcome back.
Not bad. Doing well.
Hey, your audio's a little muffled there, my
You
friend.
might be on your laptop mic.
I tested it. It's supposed to be on this thing. This Yeti.
It doesn't seem like it.
It doesn't sound like it.
It's a StreamYard setting. Try your audio settings in StreamYard.
Yeah, check that. And we'll check back with you in just a second.
No, let's troubleshoot it live on the air. That's what I find is best.
No, I don't want to do that. So, Cutco Vector knives are good knives, according to Nax Picks. Dabblers Anonymous says overpriced, but they knew you were going to turn a young friend. They knew you weren't going to turn a young friend of your kids away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
Even JT, I remember this one, the Kirby vacuums.
Oh, God.
We had a Kirby vacuum running around our house for sure. Why did your vacuum need a giant headlight? Like a gigantic Ford F-150 sized headlight. Makes no.
In case you go through a tunnel.
I guess so.
I remember Rainbow Vacuums was along the lines of Kirby Vacuums, and my cousin's husband was selling them when they first got married. And it was one of those fucking ones on wheels that looked like a bullet that you had to plug the thing into. Just such garbage.
Yeah.
All garbage.
I think our guest is better. I think he's all better now. His tummy stopped hurting.
Hi, Birch.
Hello, everyone. Is that better?
There it is.
Hey, there you go. Like a million
17
bucks.
times better. Great job.
Good job, everyone. And I'm glad you all know about Cutco because that is what I'm here to talk about today. The beauty of vector marketing.
All right, I'm all in.
So were you a Cutco boy?
Remember, vector marketing and Cutco, two separate layers of a massive cake.
All right, I'm listening.
There's
They're
cake.
legally distinct things. Because if you go to sue someone, you're probably going to be doing a lawsuit against Vector, not Cutco.
Okay.
Hey,
Cutco-
Vector and Cutco. Either one. If you're going to sue anyone, it's Birch the Great. I'll give you his information.
Yes. Take
I'll
all
sell
his
the
toys
knives.
from him.
I'll buy a set. Send them on over. No, go ahead, Birch. I'm just messing with you.
So what's your experience with Vector slash
marketing.
Cutco?
Yeah. Well, it's something they teach you in the classes at Vector that they are separate because Cutco is the manufacturer. The Vector is just their own separate LLC that sells Cutco knives.
Okay. But same ownerships of both separate companies?
I'm sure it's someone's cousin or something, but
Okay.
Why
there's
they
definitely
fucking?
there's definitely a lot of hand in glove action, but they are legally distinct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you worked for Vector.
Yes, Vector marketing.
Vector marketing. Tell me a little bit about Vector marketing. How did you discover them? How did you end up applying with them?
Well, across our town at the time, they'd been papering everything. I'm talking like under your windshield wiper, summer work, earn 15 an hour. And this is years ago when that was good.
15 an hour is pretty good. What year are we talking?
2009.
That wasn't
And
great.
10.
2000.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
Wasn't bad.
What?
Mm.
In Iowa in 2009, 2010? 15 an hour for a college student?
I think that's pretty good. That's just me.
All right.
Come on, with Obamaflation, I don't know.
I'm just saying Walmart at the time paid about $8.50 an hour starting. So to double that.
But you had a future there. You could have a future at a Walmart.
Yes.
That's not MLM. Not at all.
No, wait, they have supervisors. And they have supervisors. No, it might be Cardiff. It just might be.
No.
So-
Shift supervisors, nighttime shifts. Yep. MLM.
Really good business opportunities, like, in the stock market and things like that. They generally don't put flyers under windshields.
You'd
Like,
think
really,
so.
the good opportunities, they don't flyer cars in parking lots.
That's why it's a special deal because you were smart enough to respond. The rest of the people, they're the fools.
Hold on. I need to respond to someone. Square? I don't think so, my friend. I grew up in government housing. Nice try. Nice
Rich blood.
try, loser. No, I'm just kidding. If
The
I
only
was
thing rich about Paulino is their blood.
very marinara, it's hearty. So, go ahead.
I was going to say my time with Vector was actually spent both as originally. I knew it was some sort of sales pyramid, MLM, triangle strategy, however you want to call it. But I kind of wanted to get into it just to see what was going on, because I don't know. But also, shortly while I was there, I actually ended up working as a cleric staff for the local office. So I kind of got both sides behind the curtain view, along with being a contractor, I guess we'll call it.
Okay.
So you were an employee and a salesperson and a distributor.
Sure, we can go with that.
Well, hold on. What did you say? You were a contractor?
Well, that's what everyone is. You are an independent contractor while working for Vector Marketing.
Now, I want to point this out to anybody. I'm sure that the people who watch this show are all very, very smart. It would never fall for any of this stuff, and we know it's generally for suckers.
Vinny.
But
Vinny, that's probably not true. You should really dumb it down for them.
Okay.
Let's help these fuckers out.
If you go to a job, if you're going to find a job, and they tell you that you are an independent contractor, you're getting scammed somewhere.
And if they ask you for money in any shape or form, you might also be getting scammed.
Dabblers Anonymous makes a good point, by the way, Birch. In 15 hours chump change in 2009, I was tricking my girlfriend and sister on the streets for 25 an hour. You just weren't applying yourself, Birch. I'm sorry to be the one to have to bring it up to you like that, but
guess not.
So you're a contractor for Vector Marketing.
Yes.
And what is the job of a contractor?
A contractor is, I mean, basically, like you said it before, you'd be selling. There's multi-tiers to it. There's the actual sales, where I'm, through personal networking, come over to Vinny's house, give him my demonstration. He enjoys it, ends up buying something from me.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, in ideal.
Okay.
How does this help Vinny eat pizza?
That's because we can actually sell him, in our wide line of kitchen products, a beautiful Cutco pizza cutter.
Come on, Vinny.
With a lifetime warranty.
Ooh.
Including your grandkids. As long as you have that pizza cutter, you can send it to Cutco. They will send you a new one. That thing could be a broken stub.
Cutco
That's
doesn't
why
know how much money they're going to lose on that pizza cutter.
That's why you're paying those inflated prices.
My current pizza cutter has about 300,000 miles on it. And I think maybe I might have to. You may have just sold me on one of these. Cutco doesn't sound so bad.
Well, you'll probably be spending about $75 for that pizza cutter.
How much is it?
It's about $75.
How good is this pizza cutter?
It is
lifetime warranty.
Oh, see if I can remember how this goes.
So the fucking what? I saw Tommy Boy. You can guarantee a turd. I can always make you another one.
I'm taking Birch the Great off. We've been bamboozled. We've turned subreddit surfing into a Cutco commercial. He tricked us to get on here and sell his knives from Vector Marketing. I will not allow it, sir.
I'll take 4. I'll take 4.
The privileges. Are you still associated with Cutco or Vector Marketing or any associated brand of knives?
No.
He was being truthful.
Drunk Engineer says, keep interrupting, Cardiff. Just keep interrupting.
Thank you, Drunk Engineer.
That's what you do best on your show. So let's talk about your other job there. You worked in the offices. What was your job description in the offices, Birch?
I was cleric staff, basically, the secretary. Okay. I answered phones, but the most important thing I did is I bombarded and checked every Craigslist, Indeed, Backpage, other things. My job was to get everyone to the weekly interviews and hiring.
Weekly interviews, cattle calls.
You were like the recruiter. You had to fill the gates, fill the funnel,
Yes.
so to speak.
The funnel.
The funnel.
Okay. So when you're calling these people to interview them, walk me through one of those phone calls. Pretend you're calling Cardiff and you want to invite him to one of these. Let's hear how that sounds.
Birch is the guy from Primerica that used to call me all the time. the emails I'd get when I put it's the same setup. So go ahead, Birch. Get me out there.
A lot of times what would happen is people would actually contact us, because one of the key things about it is in most every vector ad or anything we put together, you leave it vague enough where people can almost in their own head try to determine what they're getting into before they even get to the interview. Most of the time, what you want to call the trick was to get people in the office sitting there in the interview Thursday night without even knowing what they were doing.
Thursday night?
Yeah.
Who's having a job interview on a Thursday night?
The people who want to make money, Vinny. Self-starters.
Okay. All right.
Vinny, Wall Street never sleeps.
Wall Street does sleep. The Wall Street closes and reopens every morning. It most certainly does sleep.
Never sleeps.
The markets close all the time, Cardiff. They close every day.
Never.
They reopen.
Never.
Cardiff,
markets close, terrorism
hair.
wins.
You're bad at money. You don't get to have money hair anymore. You're really kind of stupid. All right. So Birch, you leave it vague. I would like to do a role play of one of these phone calls. Can we do that? Would you like to role play with Cardiff? Okay. Sure. I'll be the phone. Ring, 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 ring. Answer the fucking phone, Cardiff. Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, he's calling me. That's right. Hello. This is Cardiff Electric.
Hi, Cardiff. I see recently you had sent in an application looking for more information about our job listing. And I'm glad to say that you've been selected, and we actually have open interviews starting Thursday night if you're available.
You sound hot.
Thank you very much. We can actually meet in person. Most importantly, we just got to get you down in. They start at 6 o'clock. And any questions you have, we can answer there. Remember, you can earn up to $15 an hour starting. How
big's your hog? This is how I would have responded to this back in the day. So I'm trying to be honest.
Well, the trick though is that most of the people who signed up for this are actually wanting to hear from you. So they're
they're getting the call excited to hear you.
Yes.
Hear from you. It's like, oh my gosh, I was chosen.
Right. Because at the
time, do you ever hear anybody get really excited? I was chosen?
Because you're not just selling a job, you're selling opportunity.
Opportunity. That is a word I've heard through a lot of these posts and videos. Opportunity. The opportunity. Yeah. I guess you can't really. And the beauty of opportunity is it's what you make of it, isn't it? Birch the Great.
That's right.
So if you're not successful, you're a buffoon. Like, you're an idiot. It's your fault. It's not the organization's fault.
The system has been in place since 1955 when Cutco was founded and their subsidiary, Vector Marketing. We have had thousands upon thousands of employees who have been successful, living life perfectly after starting our system.
Is that true that they've lived perfect lives?
As perfect as a person can be.
I don't know if that's true. So you're really laying it on thick with these people. That's pretty incredible. And what percentage of people would have I guess my question is, not everybody's going to ask you about your hog. So when you're on these calls and you say, hey, we have this opportunity for you, you've been selected, you're selling them their hopes and dreams in as few words as possible.
Yes.
How many of them actually give you follow-up questions? You try to get them off the phone pretty quick, right? Like, all right, I'll see you at 6 on Thursday, and hang up before they could ask you, right?
I was pretty good at the fact of I could answer every question someone would have. Would my answers be the greatest or direct? The best thing to do is you never lie to any of these people, but you have a easy transition sort of phrase. Like, a lot of times people would immediately ask, well, what is this job? It's like, those are all fantastic questions. I'd be more than happy to tell you that in person at the interview come this Thursday.
Okay.
Let's go
you
ahead,
and
get your name signed right now. Let's get you in because I got more people to contact. Let's get you in. Your name will be on the list. Some other people might not be able to. We can get you in now.
Okay.
Did you have to tell them to bring a major credit card?
We take checks on credit cards.
Of course, bring
You
your
take a check to deposit on demo knives, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's do this role play again real quick. I'll be me. You and I will do it this time.
I'll be
Let's
the phone. Can I be the phone?
Yeah, go ahead.
Beep, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, 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 boop.
How big is your hog?
See, I didn't go for the hacky ringtone, you know.
Oh, shut up, Cardiff.
Yeah.
No, the idea of getting somebody in the door is really one of the first steps to high pressure sales. You want to get people to agree to something before they really think about it. Am I wrong?
Part of it. The other thing too is everything about the recruitment for someone for something like Vector, everything is thought about to the detail. The job listing, the call or interaction, like me telling the people to come in, or we do it over email, whatever, call or email. The way the office is set up, the fact that we intentionally wait 5 minutes late before we start it to try to create a small bit of uncomfortableness in the crowd before you alleviate it when you eventually start the production.
So you guys pull power moves like that?
Yes, from the get-go.
You can control the temperature of the room. You can control the light, like everything. It's a show. It's all wrestling, Vinny. Everything's wrestling in church.
I don't remember any pageantry at the Cutco interviews. Well, I remember them telling us all that so did you hear my story about it? Was I right? They wanted before you would be hired to like go and do demos before they decided who to hire. So basically, in essence, you're working for them without working for them.
For the first, always. But we tell people it's only about the first 4 days. Okay. No, everyone is hired, Vinny. No one is turned away. It just really determines if you end up.
Really?
Yeah. No one's turned away. Everyone's hired.
Shit.
It's like Jimmy's asshole.
No, the biggest thing and the hard sell that we'll call him office manager does is the demo kits.
Okay. So sorry, Birch, with Cutco, is it the office manager that's there to recruit people?
Yes.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Are the people that are selling knives, are they supposed to be recruiting people as well, or are they just supposed to be selling knives?
It is a constant stream of success, Cardiff. Now,
it's
that's the best answer ever.
It's a constant stream of bullshit. Is what it is.
Success. See,
a constant stream of success.
Many tributaries.
How do you say that with a straight face, Birch? I'm just curious.
It took a lot of practice. I'd be dying, but that was half the fun. The office manager himself, when he sets up one of these totally not fly-by-night offices, he saturates an area, then moves on before the pitchforks and torches come out for him, kind of like the Music Man. And that's why there's a circuit for why these guys have offices in different places every couple of years.
Okay, hold on a second. When you say to me, so that they've been around for a very, very long time.
Yes.
But they're constantly having to move offices?
Right, because you can saturate an area. Like, if it's a larger area, like I'm sure where you guys live are way larger areas in Iowa. Minnesota. Cardiff knows all about Minnesota, of course.
Well, I happen to remember Cutco knives are from New York, right? They're from somewhere in the southern tier, I think.
Yeah.
That's
where the manufacturing is.
Something like that? Olean, New York?
I know it's in New York. I can't remember the right town.
So there's a lot of it up
Any
there.
more questions that no one gives a shit about? The location of the factory, Vinny. Any more of those, please? What part of Western New York the Cutco factory is in? Can Birch tell us something?
Wait, it's Olean, New York.
Oh, that's actually a very great, interesting point. Thank you, Jimmy. Please go on.
No, what will happen is the guy comes in, sets up his office. Now, everyone that he hires, he earns 3% commission on, right? So every person he hires and brings in, he will get a 3% cut out of that. But if you, Vinny, bring your buddies Carl and producer Chris and Jenny, and you get them signed up, you also get 3% of their sales.
Okay.
So that
the
is the
pyramid.
It's not a
That's
pyramid,
how
it's
you-
a stream because it's all down.
A constant stream of success, Vinny.
Constant stream of success.
Yes,
Okay.
constant stream of success.
I'm finally getting it, guys. I can't wait to sell knives.
I kind of want to sell knives door to door now.
Dude,
It's
it
not
might go
door to
on the
door,
wheel of
Cardiff. That's the
content.
magic of the Vector system.
I'll sell
You
my way,
never
you sell your
door to
way,
door.
and we'll see who sells more knives.
I swear to you, I'm about to text Carl and say, dude, Cutco knives consequence on the wheel. Go sell for Cutco.
Yes. Actually, or at least go to one of the interviews and meetings and stuff. That
Perfect.
would be beautiful. It's not a pyramid. You can either call it the stream of success or at least the triangle of success.
I'm going to
It's not a
walk in and
pyramid.
say, I'm ready to jump into the stream of success. How do I sign up? Take my
Perfect.
check.
Is the stream of success a great yellow river, as Connor would say?
Now, Connor, the Yellow River is one of the world's largest rivers, one of the main water sources in mainland China. So that's how big of
Also-
a stream of success it is.
Also filled with shit. Also filled with shit. Now, let's talk about this deposit for
Yes.
demos. How often did you guys get the demos back? Like, what would you say it was like a 50-50? People actually showed back up there to get their check back, or they were just like, fuck this place, I'm done.
Here's the magic of what my particular boss did while I was there. Okay. Cardiff Vinnie, you guys bought into the system. I sold you a $150 demo kit, correct?
Bunch
for
of
this.
chumps.
Thank you for the
Sure.
opportunity.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Great. Now you try out the system. It's not for you because it's not for everyone. So for the self-starters, confidence. And you want to sell
So
yours
if
back.
if it's not for you, you're a loser. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. If you
Loser,
feel that
but I-
way,
Just passive aggressive nonsense. All right.
The way it made me feel. If I can't do this, I must be a loser. I can't
what's great
give
about
up.
this? So what we
Is
did
there more
is
money I can give you so I can be less of a loser?
actually, yes.
Oh,
I'll
good.
get to that.
Good.
I'm going to teach you guys how Vector makes back every dollar it pays you back from you. That's the great part about what I loved. Well, love is a relative term, but what I found amazing in the system.
Uh-huh.
So,
okay. You still kind of love it. You still get a little buzz off of this, don't you?
Back to
Oh, that's a yes.
the demo kits.
That's
Now,
a
the
big
dem-
yes.
The demo kits, it takes, because we got to get that refund actually sent from corporate down to you guys. That could take 6 to 8 weeks. And how about this? I can give you personally $75 right now.
Birch, no, I can see my check in your pocket.
No, that's
just-
been deposited. That's gone.
No, that's my check. I know how I draw my S's.
Yeah,
No,
I
no.
do a Carl. Can I just have my check back, please? Be a lot easier.
No, but what I could do is give you $75 right now, and you can walk out the door.
Uh-huh. Or you
most-
could just give me my check back.
It's right
That
there.
could take 6 to 8 weeks.
That's fine.
actually more out of your pocket than in your pocket. Like it would be.
Here-
It's going to be more work for you to put it in your pocket all the way than it will be.
False. And I'll tell you why.
Let me grab it.
I'll tell you why. So this is what happens. Vinny pays the $150, right?
Mhm.
Tries it out, doesn't work out, sells the kit back. I could tell him that, but he really wants that $75 now because he wants to go out for pizza. He doesn't want to wait 6 to 8 weeks. Maybe he'll miss this check or something. So he'll take that offer. Permanently, my boss just made $75 off that already because now he has that kit there to recycle for the next person and the next person and the next person. Those kits. Oh, go ahead, Carv.
So you're saying that boss is that's $75 in his pocket
Yes.
every time.
Wow.
Okay, got it.
So, but what's great about that kit,
Okay. What percentage of people go for that though?
Almost no, the ones I interacted with, almost everyone, sometimes even lowball, be like, I got like $40 on me. I can give it to you right now. And they'll just take it and huff out. And he basically keeps that $90 then. And he has the sales kit. So
To
he
sell
doesn't
to someone else for
to
100.
sell to someone else, and he doesn't have to order a new kit. Or what he'll do sometimes, he just keeps a back stock of knives because they're the same knives that you sell to customers. Like that butcher knife that's in the kit was something like $90 by itself. Because the actual kit that you get is worth $600 if you could sell everything for retail.
Okay, sure
Wow.
it is.
Do you have any idea what that $600 set of knives costs Cutco?
I do not know that. Those were the mysterious numbers. That's why there's a separation. We're just talking about the marketing, not the actual manufacturing
Of course.
of the
Stream of
stamping
success.
process. Yes.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So what my boss would actually do is sometimes he would just sell those knives personally because that's all cash that he makes by then, because the cost of it was already paid for by Vinnie. So now he just has a stockpile of knives that he can sell at full price himself and have 100% commission on it himself.
But that would involve someone actually buying those fucking knives.
Yes, he also has a complete list of everyone who has bought knives in the area thanks to you, Vinny. You gave everyone's information to him and the prior people that have worked there. So what he'll do is make calls. He'll check his list. Last time they bought something was 4 or 5 years ago. He will have me or himself will go make visits, call these people. Hey, you already love this product. You already bought some. How about we upgrade you a little bit more? I happen to have the knives. You don't even have to order them and wait for them to come in the mail. I have them right here.
What do you think Vector thought of that?
They encouraged it. That was all a part of the system.
Really?
Yes. Well, that's a part of the management system, not the peon system.
Wow.
Yeah, it just seems
wow.
But I can't imagine in any way where I would want to buy knives from somebody. Like when I want a knife, I go to a store and I buy a knife. Like if a knife showed up at my front door, I don't know if I'm wanting that.
We didn't just show up there, Cardiff. You invited me over.
Yes, probably. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I did invite you for the stream of success. Got it.
I'd like to be the knife delivery guy. I would just leave them in everyone's front door.
No, what was great about how it worked is we never did any sort of like canvassing or cold calling. What would happen is I would generally in sales be talking to like a 40 or 50-year-old housewife, and we would make the sale. She would be
I know a guy who goes for them.
She would be impressed enough by us, and we would ask her, well, you've got to have some friends or other people who would love to get in this product just like you got. Oh, yeah, here, call this person, this person. We have her call them. So we won't get blocked, won't get ignored. She's calling her friends. Then she is setting us up to go to her friend's house and continue down the line. They do the work for us.
Yeah.
No,
So
pretty
that's how
insidious.
Cardiff is. You invited me into your house.
Like fucking vampires.
And I sicked you on all my friends. Now, Birch, I think we're all missing the most obvious question here, the most important question. Are they dishwasher safe?
Define dishwasher safe.
If I put them
Can
in
I
my
put them in
dishwasher,
a
will they fall
dishwasher?
apart?
You can. I may not suggest doing it a super long time, but with your lifetime guarantee, if any of the stainless steel happens to magically rust somehow, because it does, in a dishwasher, you can just exchange your knives for brand new ones with your lifetime guarantee.
Not bad. Sold.
Just like how we tell everyone, they're sharp for a lifetime, but if they happen to get dull, you can mail them away for free. We'll pay the shipping to have them sharpened and sent back out. Basically, they just get new shit sent to them, and the old ones get
Because there's a bin of fucking knives that they just have there.
Yes.
Here you go. Here's a knife. What? Okay.
No, Dabbler.
Who made a living there? Who actually made a living? How many people there worked at this office and made a living?
They're
Well, actually, sorry, before you answer that, did you make money?
I did have some sales, but most of my money was paid for my just hourly work I did as cleric staff.
Okay.
I made more money doing that than I did in sales.
So then back
That
to
I
Vinny's
believe.
question: who in the business made a living where they could support them and maybe one other person on what
I'd
they were?
like to think our office manager did, and the guy who was going to beat our system. I hope
What do you
he
mean?
did well. Okay, so how you earn money when selling is there's different tiers till you get to your most successful tier, which is 50% commission. You have to have $10,000 in lifetime sales to reach 50% commission.
Uh-huh.
So
And
what
I'm
this
guessing
guy,
very few people got that far.
it's hard to do. Most people kind of hit about 2,000-3,000 and then just sort of dropped off, and because that's where you're
You have no
easy
And
more
they're
friends.
expensive too. Like how much?
Yes.
Like how much is a full set of knives? A grand?
If I remember right, the homemaker set was $1,200 at the time,
Okay.
and that was the highest set. But there are different tiers and everything. One of the other things is when you reach that 50%. So what this guy's idea was, we hired him. He was going to game our system. He was going to tell us he's going to, outsell, outdo he's going to get a work over on the company. He personally bought $10,000 worth of knives for himself. So he earned a commission check. I think technically his wife bought it or whatever, but he earned a commission check on that. And
So
then
he got $5,000 back.
right. And then his whole idea was to then use that as like a stock to go sell himself.
For whatever he wants.
Right. Now,
And how'd he
all
do?
I know is my manager went, yes, do it. Beat our system. And then got 3%
Of course
off
he
of-
did. Sure, sucker. You want to buy $10,000? Oh yeah, you'll get us. You'll teach us a lesson.
Oh,
You
yeah.
sure will.
And that also got us recognized in the region. I got my key personnel pin. And
We'd like to congratulate this office in Iowa for finding the biggest sucker in the state. You are now. Wow.
No, he was going to
This
beat
guy's
our
so dumb.
system. He was
It's
going to
like-
beat it.
It's like playing roulette. You bet on black. You bet on black. You bet on black, and it's always red or green.
It's perfect. Now, hopefully he was able to go to swap meets or county fairs or different things and sell those out of his trunk or something. But who knows? All we know is we went from that was our highest sales week because he just randomly bought 10 grand in product.
The only thing
These
we know
two-
for sure is his wife was going to kill him with one of those knives one day.
Right. Was his name Chad by any chance?
I hope so.
Oh man.
So
Jimmy, would you look into this? Delco Chris says, you know who made money from Cutco? The guy who won the fraud lawsuit. Look that up for me real quick, Jimmy. See if
do you
can
know
find
anything about
anything
that,
on
Birch? The fraud lawsuit? Or
We
Cutco?
got to really narrow that down. There are probably hundreds of
Streams of
lawsuits.
success of
Yes.
lawsuits. Yes. Okay.
Well, see, the thing is,
2008.
the stream was constant from the top. I mean, when you would go to these, I'll get to these regional meetings. I was going to get to them in a second, but the regional meetings, like some of the, what do you want to call them? Weekend getaways that they would have to go to like powerful presentations. And it's kind of like how in other MLMs, they'll advertise like, oh, you'll get this beach weekend in the Bahamas or a cruise or something like that. Ours were like these summer conventions to go to.
We're going to Cedar Rapids, everyone.
Hey, one of them was in Minneapolis. That was one of the big one was in Chicago.
Oh, the sin cities of the Midwest.
You made your way up. The first one was in Cedar Rapids. Second one is Minneapolis. Third one is Chicago.
Ooh.
And if you did well enough, Vinny, we would pay your way to Chicago. You wouldn't even have to pay for it yourself.
And what would
'Cause
you
if
do
you-
there?
You mostly you got a free meal and listen to other people tell you about the magic of Cutco.
Yeah. See. Now this is where the Primerica guys lost me when they were bringing up, their 5 diamond sales people, right? Like these are the people that have, and they would always say, their sales number was like $20 million. but
Yep.
they sold maybe a $20 million policy or investments or whatever. They made it seem like these people running up on stage made $20 million, right? So everybody's screaming. And then the $20 million guy jumps on stage and can barely speak English. And even though I know it's not English he's speaking, I can tell that he's stupid as well. Like I could just the stupidity is oozing through him. He's communicating that clearly. That's the
Like
only
he's
thing I'm
got a shoe untied or something as he's talking.
He's got mayonnaise like in his beard and like the buttons on the like you could just tell he's an idiot. But he's up there like I sold $20 million in investments. And at least a lot of people in that crowd were looking at that as inspiration. But I looked at it as like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. If this idiot is selling stuff.
That's the thing. So many people look at that and go, if fucking riffraff up there knows how to do it, I could do it. That's actually kind of the insidious brilliance.
Yeah.
You shove up an everyman and make it look easy for everybody, right?
But I looked at it like this has to be bullshit because there's no one that this person can outsmart or
Cardiff,
bamboozle or.
What I was going to say about is during the time I did it, we went to 3 different we want to call them conventions. The best part about them, what I thought was just brilliant, is the guy holding it. He's like the regional director, and how they explain to you, Vinny, that you're going to spend $100 to go to this convention and drive yourself, pay yourself, and all that to go to it, so you can learn the ins and outs and learn the secrets of the trade. What he is doing is he's renting out a hotel, convention hall, or whatever, and he is selling you a butcher knife. That's the $100. He sold the 300, 400 people that showed up to that thing, because it was all the different regions in the area. It was from North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska. He sold every person that showed up there. That entry fee was a knife that he sold everyone. That's what it was. That's what the whole thing was. Yeah, there was a whole pomp and circumstance. We brought in, hey, this team here, they were our top seller. That's the award they're winning. But in the bottom, what it comes down to is he sold the 400 people in that audience a $100 knife each.
Pretty good. Pretty good day of work.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you found some info on the lawsuits. You want to read that to everybody?
Let's see.
Okay, I'll do it.
No, I got it. I pulled it up. Cutco was around quite some time in 1990, blah, 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 blah. In 2008,
sure you don't want me to do it?
The company faced a class action lawsuit for not paying minimum wages to their sales representatives, a case which was settled in 2011 for $13 million.
It seems light.
I'll talk about that lawsuit that jogs my memory. Okay, so while I was helping management, there was a PowerPoint presentation that I had to watch because I not only was I clear step, but I was like a management trainee that never went any further. Is the best part of this particular PowerPoint is convincing your employees to move from hourly / appointment payment to just straight commission. So
get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Really?
So that's, I think, what a part of that lawsuit was, is eventually there's a point in time where Vinny's sales aren't exactly the greatest, and we're kind of paying him a bit. His batting average is low. We're paying him here for all his appointments, but he's not selling. His sales are down here. He's barely actually making on any money. So what we do is we actually convince Vinny to give up his hourly for his benefit, because it'll help him push him to close those sales, because now that's his only way of income.
So what you say to him is, hey, Vinny, you stupid idiot. Here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to take away your guaranteed income because we know that you're a go-getter and you're going to bet on yourself. So we're going to now give you a commission, which, with your sales now will even out. It'll all end up evening out to where you are now, but this gives you more opportunity. that's like the line of bullshit that they
Vinny,
feed people.
Vinny, hold on. Birch, tell me if I've got it. Tell me if I've
Yeah.
figured. Tell me if I've mastered the stream of success. Vinny, that guaranteed hourly wage that we're paying you, it's holding you
Yes,
back.
Yes.
it is.
It's holding you back. I
How?
want to release you from that burden of $15 an hour and give you the opportunity to make up to $50 an hour, Vinny.
Gee, really? Thanks, Cardiff. This is a lot of bullshit.
Yes.
And it's shocking that people do go for it. That's why. Is this why they focus on like young college students and stuff like that?
The weirdest thing about it is the young college students, yes, the idea is to, how do you say it right way? What you want as a salesperson generally is a nice, young, attractive person who will easily be invited into homes. That doesn't mean they're the best sellers because sometimes they're kind of dumb. But that's the ones that they generally were after because they're either going to be how do you say this right? They are a key demographic because they are put into college. You take for granted their parents are paying for it. They have parents who will pay it. They
Got
have
it.
parents who have money.
Got it. I was gonna say it really is just the key to. There's a level of dopiness that's endearing to friends and family for their
Yes.
buddy Jim's kid who's coming by to sell the knives. Oh, and they're not bad knives. Oh, look, they got a guarantee on them. All right, we'll spend $1,200 so this kid can make 45.
Yeah, because it is a graduated system. Those first easy sales, that's what people run into the hardest when they actually are making their first couple of sales. They sell to grandma or an uncle or some sort of family member. When you first start, you're only at 10% commission. And it's a graduated amount up till that 10,000. So your easiest sales are actually your lowest worth. If that makes sense. So all your
Okay.
easy,
Okay.
Your
You're
boss
making-
makes the big money.
yeah, your boss is
Those
making the
easy
money off those first sales, the
Yeah.
easy ones.
The first sale is you buying knives yourself and getting no credit for it. I mean, it's Birch. We learned a lot today about vector marketing and Cutco and how they operate. But we got to hit up some super chats, guys. We have been very neglectful of our super chats tonight. Fisker Whisker, thanks for the $2. It's great to see you. Long time no see. Love you guys. Looking good, Vin. I appreciate that. I'm trying my best to not be a monster. James
Sometimes
Gardner,
your best won't do, but we applaud you for trying.
I'm trying a lot of new things lately. You can watch the Creep Off live stream from Saturday. James Gardner, $4.99. Does Jimmy Vinnie or Jimmy's mom comb the potatoes' hair? Jimmy's mom does. We send Cardiff over to visit because Jimmy will not. Hey, Hunter Duke. Question for the guests. Do you belong in an organization with Tom Cruise? You're too good. Vote Vinny. Call your mom Jimmy. You're still the best potato.
Thank you, Hunter Duke.
And last but not least, Dabble and John, thanks for the $4.99. Scientology knives. You're welcome, Tom Cruise and John Travolta. I can't say that this sounds like a religion. It sounds like a straight up, like, how do I put this? It is a well-oiled money-making machine at every level.
When you go to the conventions, you can feel like you almost want to call it cult energy.
That's where I was going to say. That's where I think the religious aspect is. It's that really hard sales pitch, the real pump up. It feels like a Baptist church, right?
No,
like everyone's on your feet.
You're going in there. You are partying. They got the lights. They got the music. We're up. We're clapping.
For knife salesmen, for solid knives.
Yeah.
The thing though is, you also get this reinforcement that you are the good ones because you made the effort. You got here. Everyone else, they suck. They're out there. You're the good ones because you're here.
Yeah,
So-
they try to bring you on the inside.
And everyone is a success there. No one will ever tell you a negative experience, the time they didn't get the sale, the harsh. No. It's everyone's success. Everyone's doing the best. No one wants to be the one who is like, geez, guys, I just suck, I guess. I don't know what's going on. No. even if you are a terrible salesman, everyone says they're doing the best while you're there. It's like constant reinforcement that everything is good. You're doing great. You just have to push. You got to push more. You got to believe in the system.
The silent shape, I think, is saying it well, using curated vocabulary on susceptible people. And it
Actually,
works well.
Stuttering John is someone who would buy into this. And I'll tell you why. Because he thinks he's smarter than it. And he's the type of guy, the narcissist person was the perfect ones because they came in like, I know you're a scam. I know you're this. What you do is you appeal to that narcissism 1,000%. It's, you can get into this system. You can then bilk your friends and family. You can earn back that money that you deserve.
Now, Cutco obviously isn't the only one. We showed that list of all the big ones, but Amway is the one, a big one that comes up. So we've got a little kind of intro video here from Amway. So this is kind of something they might have wheeled into the room, to start one of these conferences.
Yeah, we have a video from Amway that we're gonna check out here. Let me just hit up Delco Chris real fast. Thanks for the $4.99. The stream of success is not having to wipe the toilet seat afterwards. Amen, brother. Amen. All right, Cardiff, let's watch this video. I can't wait to see this. I've been waiting all day.
So Birch, let's get your thoughts on it. If this is very similar in approach to how Cutco handles things.
Amway, in their own words.
For more than a generation, Amway's been
Jeff
building a
Foxworthy?
tradition of quality and value.
How old is
No, it's the guy that did stuff with Opie. What's the other guy?
I'm pretty sure that. You think that's Vic?
Yeah, Vic Henley. Yes,
It's not Vic Henley. That's a cross between Jeff Foxworthy and Larry Bird. This guy, he is not attractive. Woof.
Celtics with you.
Any company would be proud to claim. And its founding principles remain as strong and relevant today as ever. Let's take a quick look back, and you'll see what I mean.
So our 11th year is a great one, but there are even greater ones to come. And now,
How do you know?
on location at an Amway rally, here's Rich.
So at an Amway rally, here we go.
I like how the guy looks like Two-Face from Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, when you look straight at him too.
What the fuck? He does. Holy shit!
He does.
Joe nailed it. Looks like a Kid in the Hall character.
Amway is and has always been to see how many people we could reach and how many people we could help so that they too could make their dreams come true.
What were the things that really made a difference?
I don't
And I
know.
wanna share with-
What were they?
But see how it's very much like a pastor up on the stage.
When he says it's all about how many people we could reach, at least he's on Front Street. It's a numbers game, really.
Yeah, but again, they're almost saying it like they're just like a preacher would say. We need to reach these people and save their souls.
Mike Whipke. Hitler was an Amway rally guy,
Fun
You the
fact.
4 fundamentals that we think today, as we look back at this business, are what built this business and hold the business together. Now, fundamentally, and the first one is the simple word freedom.
Oh, fuck you.
His company is America. That's why it starts with Am.
What
Yes,
a
we went through very similar ways. It's like what we were selling to people at the time is we would always bring up like, you ever work in a place where you're angry because you're doing all the work and other people are just earning the same as you and you're dragging them behind you?
Yes.
Well,
you're looking at it.
Exactly. By joining Vector and be selling Cutco knives, your success is dependent upon you. You don't have to worry about the dead weight anymore.
You like freedom, don't you?
Yes.
Don't
At least in your pitch, again, Birch, you mentioned knives at least once. None of these guys have talked about soap yet. It's all about dreams and success and opportunities.
That's why I'm not a very good.
I think he said vectors. I don't know. That might have been you.
That's why I'm not a very good vector manager. I actually accidentally keep mentioning the actual product.
You only have to talk
freedom
about
to
the
be
dreams.
what one wishes to be.
Freedom.
To live where one wishes to live.
America.
To support the causes one believes in.
America.
Now this
To
is that
explore the
70s
full and
haircut I
exciting range
despise.
of
Somehow you could make a man's hair look like it fits perfectly in a fishbowl. I fucking hate that look.
Fun fact, Vinny. That haircut was done with Cutco knives.
Oh, I bet.
Possible.
I bet it was. They
No,
used the
that
pizza
one's
cutter.
potential. Not many people ever experience that kind of freedom. It's a rare, uncommon freedom which must be won.
Say freedom 5 more fucking times in this sentence, you piece of shit.
Hey, JT, or not JT. Jimmy, you got to drink every time he says freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
It must be earned. It's the result of one's own individual effort and vision.
We offer freedom. We offer rewards. We offer recognition. And we offer hope.
And freedom.
And so we go to countries like Korea, or we go into Hungary, and as we march across
Hold on.
Europe,
We offer. Hold on.
Did you hear
We offer
marching
freedom.
across Eastern Europe? Did you hear
Heard that
marching
song.
across Eastern Europe?
Heard that song and dance before. We've got freedom. We've got rewards.
Yes.
What were the other two
Hope.
things? Hope was the
Hope.
fourth one, and hope. Those are useless things. Like freedom's pretty good, but hope is useless when you have to feed yourself.
No,
Like,
incorrect.
It's hope for
What?
change, Vinny.
I went to Wegmans
Hope
today.
for change.
Got a whole cart full of groceries for.
Hey,
with a
they don't
box of
have
hope.
Wegmans in Minnesota, you liar.
In Rochester. I'm watching you right now.
I'm not watching shit.
No, this is infuriating. This is just trying to hype up the rubes to steal their money, huh?
Stinky Italian Gang makes a good point here. Too much freedom messes things up.
But listen to them like they're an army marching across Eastern Europe.
Europe. It is no wonder they will stand in. It is no wonder they will stand in line into Hungary, and as we march across Eastern Europe, it is no wonder they will stand in line to join the Amway business. Because you offer them freedom to own their own business. You see, we never look.
Soap! It's soap!
We will march across Europe and we will scrub down all the smelly immigrants. Like, what is he saying? Why are they marching?
At poverty or poorness or a class system. We looked at it as a stage you pass through. And that many of us were poor. We just chose not to stay there. And so we moved through it. And went on.
All right, pause it. That is a tale as old as time. This type of pitch right there.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been poor, but I chose not to be. I made the decision not to be. And all you have to do is commit right now and make this decision. And it's on you at that point. And like you were saying earlier, if you don't get there, it's your fault. That this is basically setting them to be able to shift the blame to you at the end of the day.
Not just shift it, but make you feel bad and that you'll actually stay and stick with it because, well, I must be doing something wrong. I need to double down and try harder.
How come I'm not marching across Eastern Europe? Keep it going, Carter.
And that's the freedom you have. That you can move beyond where you are. And that was the freedom we felt that we were touching.
Freedom.
To empower. To take charge of their life and change.
Is this any worse than The Secret? Like, just Visualize it, and it will be.
You know, at least in The Secret, you just had to buy a book or a videotape. Like, you go to Cutco, you got to buy $150 worth of knives. You go to Amway, you got to buy a ton of product. I mean, they're selling you hopes and dreams, but they're telling you what they're selling you, hope. But think about what hope is. Hope is not a tangible thing. Hope is not something that is going to actually get you further down the line. You people hope all fucking day long and sit on their couches and do nothing. It means nothing. This is all fucking gibberish and jibber jabber.
No, you're right, unless you have freedom to go along with your hope.
I will fucking fight you, Cardiff.
Because
I
if
will
there's
fight
somebody
you.
that can also give me freedom to go with my hope. Let me see if this guy can give me my freedom.
So that dream is a reality for us today. All over the world for millions of people who've discovered it with us. Well, the second theme I would talk about of the four is family.
Rich and I believe that
What
You
about
won't
the
be able-
soap?
I want you to think about your kids and
It's
how much better of a life you could give your children if you just commit to working for us for free.
Vinny, Cardiff,
Wow.
what was great about some of the Cutco events that were similar to this is before we do it, I remember I rented a brand new Camaro for my boss. Like, he paid for it, but I mean, I went down to the Enterprise to get it so that when we went to pick up a couple of the star employees who were our top success streamers and brought them up to the conference, he'd be pulling up in his brand new car. It's like, I got this because of Vector. You could also get that.
What a
And
cocksucker.
Jimmy is so right. This is so infuriating to hear
And
because
that's coming
it's
from
all-
a cocksucker.
Yeah. It takes one to know one right there, folks. But I'm just saying that this is all insidious.
Yes.
I would even use the term nefarious.
Nefarious. No, now, Vinny,
people.
this segment he's going to talk about his family. So you're saying you think it's going to be he's going to pull on the heartstrings of the people with kids, right?
Yes, of
I
course.
think he goes the other way. I think he sets himself up as we're your family. Like, I'm your, like, he's the father. Like, we're the parent. Like, you have to
This
work
guy's
hard for
does
mommy
have,
and daddy.
yeah, this guy does have a Marshall Applewhite kind of vibe, doesn't he?
okay, one sec. You just brought up the family accident. One of the best sales moves I ever saw my boss in, I went on a trip with him, is what he would do is he would have his wife, have his little daughter, she was like 6 or 7, call him in the middle of it. And then
What was she wearing?
Well, what he would do is like, hold on, my
Question.
daughter's calling me. Boop, boop. It's like,
Normal
and he'd
question.
sit there, put it on speaker. Hey, honey, blah, blah, blah. And then you could tell, because what you do is are these people like a big family people, like a big family.
Mhm.
And you could see that their faces just light up. You know, she's being all cute on the phone. He's like, okay, honey. And he's just like, sorry about that. I just love my daughter and my kids so much. I mean, that's why I'm out here. That's why I'm talking with you. That's why I'm trying to educate and inform you about this amazing product that many people don't even know about. It's because
Jimmy, call that guy a cocksucker again. Because that's fucking awful. He's got his daughter calling. That's worse than what Rich Voss has his daughter do it on stage.
Or his wife.
Oh, my daughter's calling me. I'm on stage right now. What a shock.
There were
Okay,
a
let's
couple
go-
times he used my veteran status. He'd be like, and my assistant over here. I mean, he's a vet. He's just come back from overseas and he's been having a hard time finding work. So we're really trying to train him and show him these new business things.
Did he
to
have
do.
you like limping around and shit?
No, we'd mostly see if they were, how do you say this right way, a very patriotic family, and then he'd play up that aspect.
Okay, hold on a second.
Delco Chris, Daddy, the cancer wasn't as bad today. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, honey. I need to get back to my sales meeting, but I'll
Hold
call
on.
and talk to the doctors later. Good night, sweetie.
Hold on, Birch, Jimmy, I'm taking you guys down for a second. The two professional comedians need to do something here. Vinny, we're going to role play.
Hold on a second. I thought you said we needed professional comedian. Okay. Sorry,
I've been
Carter.
paid for my comedy. Doesn't matter how fat the guy who paid me was. I still got paid for it.
I wish I had that $20 back.
Yes.
I've been
Now,
listening to
listen.
you.
I'm going to be the unknown knife salesman. You're going to be the unsuspecting housewife. Okay, ready?
Okay. Hello.
Can you buy some knives? I have a trans kid.
Oh dear, how brave! Please come in and sell me your knives.
That's really just the premise I had. Just John selling knives and using his trans kid as a selling feature. My son cut his own. Never mind.
Slim Fairley, thanks for the
These
$2.
knives are
Hey, Vin.
so great at filleting. Never mind.
Hey Vin, you remember blowing bubbles as a kid? I didn't know nobody named Bubbles.
That wasn't his name.
Heyo.
Right.
Okay, let's get back to our Amway guy. We're about to learn about Amway and family.
Extremely important to perpetuate the philosophies and ideas that have been built into this company.
Like freedom.
We believe that the family members can bring that into play probably better than anybody else.
We want family.
Yeah.
We want people who cheer us on.
You're all our family. You're all our family. We love you like our children. Go sell soap. Nope, still haven't talked about soap.
We want people when we come home and no.
Is Amway sell soap? I've been screaming about Amway selling soap all this time.
I
Is it
think
soap?
they do. I think they do lifestyle products. So like soaps
Okay.
and
Beauty,
vitamins and
nutrition,
shit.
home,
Yeah, I
personal
think-
care products.
Yeah, I think they sell a lot of
Okay.
shit.
Good. So I don't look as foolish.
Nobody showed up for the meeting to say, that's okay. We'll get them next week. We'll do another meeting tomorrow. You can do it.
Amway.
Well, the third point of what we worked at when we developed the plan was rewards.
We've learned that Amway principles translate into many languages and transcend many cultures. Being rewarded in proportion to how much you do is a universal language for people around the world.
For many people who come through your groups, the rewards will not be in this plan. The rewards will be in how
In
you
heaven.
impact their life and how they go out.
Wow. Because you're going to be so great around them.
Don't worry, you'll be rich and they'll love you like a father by then.
With
This
a
is
whole new
unbelievable.
attitude about who they are and their sense of worth. That's one of the greatest things you do, and that's one of the greatest rewards you'll ever get. Well, let me finish. It's the last one. And the last one is hope.
But then 30 years ago, I never dreamed that Ada would be Amway's world headquarters either. So it's important to look ahead with optimism and unlimited potential.
This guy, that's a
goal must
lizard
be
person.
Make
He's
the
got a
lonely and-
zipper. He's got a zipper and a fucking lizard steps out of that suit. These people are fucking monsters. This is, I didn't think I'd be where I was. One day I was sitting where you were, and here I am now. This is just so much
Our goal must
shit.
be to make the lonely and the frustrated and the scared
Yeah, and
have
fuck
that
this
sense
guy
of hope.
and his church background music too.
Hmm.
That's the other thing that's making me go fucking crazy. What are you gonna pass around the offering plate, asshole?
Did I tell you? Didn't I tell you the church vibes were coming?
Love it.
Sure
The
that we can bring them. That's why you're here. That's what we're all about.
We have to believe in ourselves. You can't predict the future.
Exactly. It looks
You
like
can
fucking Pat
follow your
Robertson.
dreams.
It does.
These are quality.
Or I think Don's. Be safe. Be brave.
It is
Sort of.
okay. Times will change. People will change.
These are
Be
leadership that centuries
strong.
And if
Be
you're a boy,
brave.
be patient.
Leave me your number.
cannot change. No matter what changes the future brings, the human
Delta
heart,
Zero.
the
Good
human
point. He looks
mind,
like Biff Tannen in the makeup when he's all old and Back to the Future.
Yep.
remain unchanged.
As president, I too want you to know that these fundamentals
The
are
guy who
four
runs his name
founders'
is Dick.
fundamentals.
That makes sense.
Dick DeVos. Hey, Bonnie. Meet my new character. I can't do Voss.
I'm Dick DeVos. I'm Fred. Shh.
Form the basis of all that we do at Amway. And both Steve and I are dedicated
Thank you,
to being
Ace.
sure that every day.
For Cardiff, what was she wearing? LOL. Shake my head.
Thanks for the $5.
We make jokes.
The Amway business reflects these values.
Reflects these values. Or did he say reflect?
Looking back, I see that Amway has been a leader for more than 30 years. I don't expect that to change in the coming decade or into the next century.
A great tradition can be inherited, but greatness.
This motherfucker looks like he sells used cars.
He's got
This
pedal
little guy's
glasses.
like, this little motherfucker's like, can I interest you in a Civic? That's who this guy is.
No,
fuck
he's
this.
selling. This is the guy who sold Clark Griswold the
Wood panel.
The
family
truckster. The family truckster. Yeah.
Yeah. Don says, I remember the first SRS. It seems like so long ago. Thanks for the $10, Don.
So long. It was such a great concept. Now we just watch videos.
I wish we could
Lots
have
of
just
men.
stopped it all then.
What's that?
Hmm?
What's that now, Vinny?
I said I wish we could have stopped it all then.
We can stop it now.
No.
All right, later, everybody.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. You call it
All
fun.
right. Finish this
Must
video.
be won by each of us. You and all Amway people throughout the world are the inheritors of the tradition, the inheritors of what Amway has been and done.
And who else do you inherit from but your parents? They are your
Yes.
parents.
You can inherit hope from your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You can inherit freedom and hope. All right. Folks, we have learned a lot tonight about multi-level marketing. Birch, you've been a fantastic guest. Thank you for your insight knowledge. I'm not throwing you out. I have one post I'd like to share with you guys to close on tonight. And I feel like this is the thing that, we've talked a lot about this from the multi-level marketing side and how everything is part of the game. From when you walk into the door, get the first email or piece of contact information from one of these places, they have a plan and they know how to stick to the script. Am I wrong, Birch?
No, it's brilliant.
Okay. Here is a post on r/MLM from SportGirl92, and it says, "The reason I hate Mary Kay." And I got to be honest, I read this and it kind of tugged at my heartstrings. And I'm hoping that maybe anybody who's involved in this will kind of think about it for a minute. My first babysitting job would be my last. They basically hired me to babysit when she went to do Mary Kay parties or was working on her Mary Kay stuff in the house. So she's talking about her mother. Well, for some reason, when she was working on her stuff and was still home, holy shit, this is the wrong one.
Oh.
Here we go. Sorry. Hi, all. I didn't realize how much MLMs
We'll edit that part
bothered
out.
me.
Don't worry, Vinny.
I fucked up, everybody. That's on me, kids. I didn't realize how much MLMs bothered me until I turned 21, and it all went downhill from there. One of the reasons I have an estranged relationship with one of my parents is because they fell so far down the MLM hole, they moved across the globe. I'm 26. They left when I was 24. I'm the eldest of my siblings and now the head of the family. My parents started getting involved in MLMs when I was 11. They were the exact kind of persons MLMs targeted. Single parent of multiple kids with debt and no job prospects. That was the start of it. They jumped from MLM to MLM, often switching to the next one once the current one had done some sort of health damage. X one of the nutrition brands they repped gave them permanent kidney damage, and somehow they weren't bothered by it.
It'll work this time.
Yeah, this one will be the winner. The current one from the last couple of years has been by far the worst. I don't know how legal or ethical it is. It's some sort of neuro-linguistic processing, but not. I study neuroscience, and I can't make heads or tails of it. Yikes. They went to one meeting due to my parents' peer pressuring, and I was horrified. For background, I'm studying to be a professional clinical neuropsychologist specializing in complex and neurotrauma. This was not ethical. There was no consent forms. The methodology was illegitimate. I could see every person there was someone like my parents, impressionable, desperate, in pain. I was disgusted. The company offered to pay for my PhD if I did research for them, as if my parents think that the work they do is equivalent. Their work is better even because there's no therapeutic component. These people they call their clients are damaged people who need real help, not this BS. It's not just the fact that my parents' job is BS. It's that they clearly add an MLM and they don't see it. They've said the most of their income comes from recruiting other coaches, yet parent doesn't hear when they're saying, when they say that, literally describe the MLM, has no idea that it's an MLM. There's so much I could say about this, but I'll leave it here. Any of the other children of MLM victims here. So there's a big component of this page is people sharing their horror stories. One person was saying that their parents made them travel with them to go do these pitches at people's houses to watch their kids for them. Like they were recruited into the business as children. And the damage that you're doing to your children, especially when they realize what you're involved in it, you're a laughing stock to your own kids and you don't even know it. It's sad. Everything about this is sad.
Well, yeah, I get it. I get it. Like they could even, I know Uncle Rico's a sensitive topic in this universe, but just think back to Uncle Rico selling Tupperware.
Yeah.
Or just sort of like, why are you selling Tupperware to my friend's moms? Why are you selling shit? Just leave them alone. I just want to go there and play Nintendo. I don't want to hear.
You can't meet my friend's parents. You know what a nightmare the parent teacher meetings at schools are when they have the open house and your dads are going, hey, I got a business opportunity for you. Here's my card. Walking around to all the other parents. Jesus, you're not going to get invited to anything because your parents are fucking annoying.
This is one. Tony Robbins, again, he's not necessarily MLM, but those kind of sales pitches, those sales strategies. Like if I have to hear Tony Robbins, if I see another Tony Robbins commercial or pitch or whatever, hearing him talking about his 87 businesses, all of which are selling his 86 other businesses, like it's all just spitting horseshit after horseshit after. We got to do I'd love to do a guru episode. There's a subreddit on that because these guys fucking drive me nuts. And I've had to sit through one of these fucking things too.
Oh, really? You went to the guru? I sat through a lot of church services, which are just as crazy because, churches, at least the ones that my parents would drag me to when I was a kid, were doing the same kind of stuff. We're going to sell you hope and faith. And if you give 10%, God will bless you. It's an even better scam. It's a way better scam. It's like the good Lord, if you don't get it, it's your fault. What are you going to blame God? Don't blame me. I'm just telling you what the book says. So on that note, we're going to get out of here tonight and thank all of you that joined us in the chat.
Jimmy's
Jimmy,
pointing.
We got some super chats still.
Oh, well, let's hit those up. Good call, Jimmy. And we also have to say thanks to everybody. Where all the big boots hoes at? Thanks, Slim Faley, for the $2. Hey, Fatty, you skipped my super chat. I'm looking, Barrister.
And the one above that you missed.
You stink, Vinny.
No, we didn't. We did this one.
Yeah, we did do that one. You stink, Jimmy.
You missed one.
Cardiff, show me what I missed.
Barrister 1401, thanks for the 5. Joining Amway is almost as smart as going live against Kill Tony. Is Kill Tony on?
Probably.
Let's stream snipe Kill Tony.
What's a Kill Tony?
Exact. No, Kill Tony's Tony Hinchcliffe show that he records Monday nights. Now that you mention it at the mothership. Birch the Great, where can people follow you?
Unfortunately, I have nowhere to follow me, but I do show up here and there places, mostly on the Discord.
I hear rumors you'll be appearing on the You'll Remember the 90s YouTube channel at some point. We're just going to franchise that show out.
There's always rumors about that, Cardiff.
Yeah, there's lots of rumors. Just got to figure out how we can do that.
All right, Birch. We'll see you around, my friend. Thanks for coming
Birch.
back on. We really appreciate your contribution tonight. You're
Anytime,
a pleasure
guys.
to talk to.
Great job.
We'll see you around, man. Peace. All right, Cardiff, do you want to thank all of our big kahunas?
Yes. Do you have the list?
You do. You had it last time.
Yeah, that was last time.
Yeah, well, get it together.
Okay, hold on, you talk. I'll get the list.
Okay, everybody. Just a reminder, You could be a member of the subreddit surfing channel and watch. You go to our subredditsurfing.com and join our Patreon and see the episodes YouTube would not let us post, as well as our live show that we just did is available now. People seem to enjoy it. It is up there for YouTube members and for members of the Patreon. Cardiff, are you ready?
To thank our big kahunas?
Yes.
Always. And if you want to become a big kahuna, where can they go, Vinny?
Subredditsurfing.com. I just said that.
Yeah, I know, but you should say it again.
Subredditsurfing.com.
Subredditsurfing.com is the stream of success.
Yes.
And to all our big kahunas, when you recruit new big kahunas, you become Big Kahuna Plus level.
Ooh.
And at Big Kahuna Plus level, you start earning a commission.
Yes, that's right.
Let's turn our Patreon into an MLM, Vinny. I'm inspired by it today.
You know what? Some people would be disgusted, but Cardiff is inspired. What do you know?
Yes.
Ordo Monstrum. Thanks for the $5. Missing Kill Tony for you bastards. We're sorry. Go watch it.
Thank you, Ordo Monstrum. We're all wrapping up. But thank you to all our big kahunas like Bob K, Kiki Loco, JT, Eugene the Bichon Freeze, Jimmy the Lips, Steve M, Fred R, Hunter Do, Colin Oates, Jervis Tech, Guts, CMOS 4044, the Creep Off Channel, Jib Mob, Jabone Slocum, Ken A, Aaron L, David W, Hamad A, Fisker Whisker, Daniel M, Steve, Bjorn Cray, Derek A, Stoneman 623, EP, Pony Power 2, Tyler P, Victor F, Gregory K, Monty, Dylan P, Brinka Mania, Carly, Rochi, Dr. Steve, Mr. Wiggles, Charlie NYC, John K, Brian, Grappy's Champions, Kindy, Joe Sposto, Ray Guitard, Balsam, Cal and Jr., James G, Droid Smith, Nick B, Laura G, Two-Faced Lying Bastard, and Nicholas Thomas. Welcome to the Big Kahuna status.
Now recruit 3 friends and you can become a super big kahuna.
Everyone bring in 3 friends.
That's it. All right, folks. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. Until then, remember to act right. Yes, Cardiff.
I was just going to say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you next
Aloha.
week.
Sit, Eugene, sit. Good dog.